get out of your own way and how to do it. Hey guys, my name is Rich. This is Rich's Notebook. I was doing some journaling last night about me getting in my own way, and not in terms of the stuff I'm doing, like physically getting my own way, but in terms of what's going on in here and in here, in that a lack of belief that I can actually achieve my goals. I'm being completely open and honest here, because I have achieved great success writing music for movie trailers, but I really struggle, if I'm really honest with you, to believe that I can achieve the goal of launching my own record label, which releases just my own music, and that being my thing, because I don't have anyone else to rely on, anyone else other than fans. Even just saying that out loud, I can feel a little part of me going like, that's terrifying, and you'll never make it. There's this little part of me that just doesn't believe it, and that little part of me is getting in my way, because I'm finding myself, when I'm getting scared, because of that little part of me, then finding something else to focus on. Probably could argue that this is one of those things, but actually, when I think about it, the goal for this is a way for me to help me through those times. And I find it really interesting that I was journaling, sort of writing about I need to sort of be with those fears. I was writing journaling about that last night, and then last night I got a comment on this channel, on one of my videos, saying that she really appreciated one of the videos. It was the Just Keep Going video. She really appreciated it, and she'd been a songwriter and hadn't really been doing it for a long time, but she'd been getting herself in her own way, stopping herself from getting back into it. And I just think it's really, really interesting that I was journaling about that and I got that message at the same time. So I thought, hey, let's do a video about getting in our own way. So here's what I'm doing to get out of my own way. I'm going to sit down in the morning when I sit down to do my work, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my goal, really specific goal, write my goal down, and then as I write it, I'm going to start feeling feelings. Disbelief, guilt, shame, fear, probably a bit of anger too. And when I get those feelings, I'm going to just sit there and be with them. I wrote about this in my book, Live Your Ideal Life, about meditating, but being with those negative thoughts that come up. Just being there. And that's what I'm going to do. And the idea is that I'm going to let those little voices be heard, so that they can go, I've been heard now, and then they can go off and do their thing. But I also want this to act as a reminder to myself of what my goal is, because in this world of online business, it's, especially for us creatives, it's very hard not to get distracted with all the possible options, the possible content, the possible styles, the possible everything, platforms. There's so much to get distracted by, but I just need to keep reminding myself of what my goal is. I want to say my goal. I'm also a little scared because I feel like I'm going to explode inside. My goal is this: 1 million monthly listeners. Could be across the platforms or on a platform. That each of those million listen to 5 to 10 pieces of my music monthly. And that will bring in the relative income for that, which, depending on the platform, could change. But that's my goal. The reason for those figures, that's my own reasons, but mostly because it's a nice, easy number to grab And yeah, see, I'm feeling really awkward just talking about my goal. Gotta be with those feelings. Anyway, that's the first part of it. Now, having that goal set out and being with the feelings of it, I can then just go, right, what actions do I need to take? Okay, so it's streams. I've got to release some music, obviously, but that's not necessarily the most important part there. It's getting eyes and ears on that music. Oh, this is Stewie, by the way. My cat Stewie. He gets very afraid, and he's seen himself in the in the phone. So it's okay, Stewie. It's okay, little guy. He needs to be with his feelings too. So, Stewie, you've distracted me what I was saying. Yeah, so then I can take the actions that will lead me towards that. I can get into the minutiae of it, as in what are those small actions I take every day, but basically it's producing music, producing videos, and that's it. Seeing what those videos do, and then kind of going in and going, what's bringing the most Stewie, what's bringing the most return, which in this instance is YouTube playlists. So it might be that I go all in on YouTube playlists at some point, but I haven't really sort of explored shorts in any great meaningful way either. So especially when it comes to promoting my own music. So when it comes to you, when you've got this, you're returning back to creative work. I'm talking to the lady who commented on my video. I believe her name was Nancy Amethyst, but I might be wrong. What is your goal? Write that down. Be with those feelings about that goal, and then take some action towards that goal. If it's getting back into songwriting and finishing a track, then your goal is simply finish a piece of music. And for that, I always rely on the done is better than perfect, 70% done is good enough, and share your work in progress. Because you know what? You can release a piece of music and just re-release a remaster, or re-release a remix, or re-release. It's not final. It's not. And going back to sort of the short form video, some of the artists who've gone viral on TikTok, they've then gone to re-release remastered versions of those old tracks, only for everyone to be like, oh, it's lost all its character. So I think perfection is overrated. But anyway, as you can tell, lack of editing and the old style filter. So you need to step back and get out of your own way. And I'm talking to myself here. Get out of my own way and allow yourself to do the things that are going to make a difference. And if it's mindset stuff, great. If it's just simple action, great. If it's a mixture, great. The thing you need to remember is it all feels scary. But that's the fun part about it. It's like going on a roller coaster, you know. You might be like, a little bit scared about it, and then you go on it, and afterwards you're like, that was amazing! That's the same here. You're going to have those butterflies, you're going to start feeling a bit scared, and that's probably why you're getting in your own way, because you're feeling quite scared, especially when it's something that really matters to you. For me, the thing that really matters is building a fan base of people who enjoy my music in its many forms. And that scares me. And for Stewie, it's the other black cat in the camera that scares him. Anyway, sit with those feelings and let yourself be with them. I know they don't feel very nice, but if you just describe them as pressure in your tummy, or breathing feels a bit tight, and it's just this physical sensation, and then you've got all these thoughts that are attached to it, and then you go, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. And then all of a sudden those sensations change or stop or both, which is great. So this is also me getting out of my own way and allowing myself just to be imperfect, allow myself just to talk, allow myself to work through the things that I encounter in my day-to-day job of writing music professionally. Right. I hope this was clear, and I hope I didn't get in my own way when I'm trying to explain this. But yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, you are awesome, and I will see you in the next one.